What's up guys, it's Sneak Jarl, and welcome back to another Pokemon Go video. Today we're going to be going over my top 10 tips for players who are returning to Pokemon Go in 2021. Now, if you are new to the channel and you like what you see, please go ahead and click that red subscribe button because it really helps me out and we're almost to 100 subscribers. One more thing, if you see that thumbs up button down below, if you could go ahead and turn that blue for me, it really helps my channel grow and more people will be able to discover my videos. And if you already like the video, I appreciate it. You're a real one. Alright, with that out of the way, it's time to get into our first tip of the video. If you are a returning player, you probably know how to evolve Pokemon. And evolving Pokemon is important. But in order to evolve Pokemon faster, you're going to want pineapple berries. Now, pineapple berries are really important. They're the yellow berries that kind of look like a pineapple. And they give you double the candies every time you catch a Pokemon. This way, you can maximize the amount of candy you get from each rare Pokemon, allowing you to evolve them faster, pretty much twice as fast, and increase your Pokédex faster, and overall just progressing in the game quickly. Now, for my second tip for you guys, this also involves Pokemon, and if you haven't kept up with Pokemon Go and its new mechanics over the years, Pokemon now have stats similar to like the Game Boy games, but a little different. If you go to Metagross here and you click Appraise, you can see that he's a 3-star Pokemon. And his attack is a little lower than the max, but I mean, those stats are pretty good. And that's how you know that's the Pokemon you're going to want to evolve, because it's going to help you in the long run when you're battling. Alright, on to the third tip for you guys. Now this tip is checking out some guides to level up quickly. The CP that you can level your Pokemon up to is capped by the level that you're at, as you can see on level 32. Now the levels go up to level 40, but you're able to fully level up and access all parts of the game by just reaching level 38, which will save you a lot of time. It takes just as long, if not longer, to go from level 38 to level 40 than it does to go from level 1 to level 38. Now, leveling up to level 38 is important because it allows you to raise Pokemon to a higher CP. And also, leveling up gives you rewards. Most importantly, lucky eggs, which will allow you to level up twice as fast. Now, I could go on and on about the ways to efficiently level up, but there are already so many videos out there. So I'll link my video that I have on my channel on how to level up fast in the description. So feel free to click that if you want some more information on leveling up. All right, on to the fourth tip. Now this one is a tough one to stick with, but I promise you it's worth it in the long run. Now what I'm talking about is saving Stardust. Now if you do this, in the long run, you will be better than your friends who do not do this. Why do you ask? Well, it's really easy to spend your Stardust on cool Pokemon that you just caught. Like, for example, I could really level up this Dragonite, but I'm still kind of waiting. You know, I don't want to just level up any Pokemon. It is really easy to, just to spend your Stardust, but, maybe you just caught a Dragonite, Blaziken, and it's only 800 CP, or not as high as you'd like it to be. Now, it's so tempting to use that Stardust to get him leveled up, so that you can use them in battle. But once you have a Pokemon that you want, and you know it has 3 stars, that is when you should be leveling that bad boy up. Because if it's only a 1-star Pokemon and you're spending your Stardust, you're not going to have any Stardust for the good Pokemon that you catch later on. Now, speaking of Stardust, and as you can see, I'm closing in on 300,000 Stardust. I have really been saving some. This Stardust brings us to our fifth tip of the video, and that is not leveling up your Pokemon too much. Now, as you can see, I don't have any Pokemon over 2500 CP. Now, this is because there is leagues, and you cannot exceed the max CP for the league if you want to use them. Now, if I leveled up Dragonite one more time, as you can see, I have to be careful that I don't click on it, but he would be over 2500 CP, and I would not be able to use him in the leagues. I would strictly be able to use him only for raids. And Dragonite is one of the most competitive Pokemon in Pokemon Go, so That's why I stopped leveling them up at exactly 2489 CP. Now, what I would recommend is having 3 parties of Pokemon for different types of battles. So there's the first league, which is the Great League, I believe, and it caps off at 1500 CP. So you should really have about 6 Pokemon, well, only 3, but so you have some backups just in case you need, that are just below 1500 CP. So when you're battling people in that league, you will always have pretty much the highest level Pokemon you can have. Now, you should also have another party for Pokemon that are just under 2500 like I have here. And then, once you level up to one of the higher levels, you can really go crazy on about 6 Pokemon so that you can level them up to their max level. That will help you with your raids and catch more legendary Pokemon. All right. You guys ready for the 6th tip? We still got a ways to go. All right. So this one is a battling tip. And I think it is the most underrated battling tip out there. It's very simple. And that is making sure you bring a Pokemon into battle that can get moves off quickly. Now, moves like Earthquake and like Thunder, they take forever to charge up. While moves like Leaf Blade on my Sceptile, as you can see here, they get off really, really quick. And this is important because when you're battling in Pokemon, your opponent is going to have 2 shields. And if you can get moves off quickly, you can get your opponent to get rid of his shields before he can maybe even get 1 attack off. This is going to put you at a huge advantage in the battle. It's really going to allow you to get super effective moves off because they're going to need to be switching because they are not going to have any shields in order to defend your super effective moves. So if you can do this and effectively use Pokemon that have quick damaging moves, you're going to be able to get on a nice win streak when you're battling. All right. Now for my 7th tip for you guys, and that is to make sure that you guys are battling Team Rocket members. Now, battling Team Rocket members might seem a little boring because you aren't going to catch any legendaries or you're not getting many rewards like you do in the leagues, the battle leagues, that is. But it is definitely well worth it. First off, screw Team Rocket. They deserve to lose in battle. But on a more serious note, once you beat a Team Rocket member, you will have the opportunity to catch one of their Pokemon. It will be surrounded with a black aura, which will require candies to turn it back into a regular Pokemon. Similar to Pokemon Coliseum, if you've ever played that game. Anyways, catch these Pokemon. They're amazing. They're likely to have great stats, and most of them have 3-star stats. And once you get rid of the Dark Aura, they will become stronger, and it will take less Stardust to level them up. Now, using this strategy will give you stronger Pokemon and help you save on that valuable Stardust for later in the game. All right, on to the 8th tip of the video. And if you're still watching and haven't clicked off the video, I appreciate you. Thank you. Okay, so for this tip, it involves the weather. Many returning players are unaware of the fact that the weather outside impacts the Pokemon that are available to you. For example, I live in the north, and yesterday it was snowing, so there was going to be a lot of ice Pokemon for me to catch. I took advantage of this by stocking up on Cub Chew candies, an ice-type Pokemon, and now, as I can show you here, I had 0 candies, and now I have 44. I'm really close to getting a Beartic, which is quite a rare Pokemon, but since I took advantage of the weather, I'll be able to get him quickly. Now, that's the end of the 8th tip. Now on to the second last tip of the video. We will be going over spawn points for Pokemon. If you go on walks to catch Pokemon, remember where you catch the most Pokemon. In Pokemon Go, the spawn points for Pokemon do not change. As you can see, I have 2 spawn points here, 3 spawn points here next to my house. Now, every 30 to 45 minutes, a new Pokemon will respawn there. What I would recommend doing is when you're walking around and going on your Pokemon Go walk for the day, is to notice where most of the Pokemon are, so that way you can adjust your path to get the most Pokemon in each walk. This will also give you a larger chance of finding a rare Pokemon because there's just going to be more Pokemon for you to see and to choose from. All right. At last, the final tip of the video. This one is a little bit different than the others, as it's more of a warning, but I know there are many Pokemon Go tip videos out there, so I want to bring you guys tips that you haven't heard of or maybe even thought of before. Now, what I'm talking about are remote raid passes. Now, due to the current situation of the world, at least at the time of making this video, it can be tough to go out and catch Pokemon. If you want to remain safe and healthy, this makes remote raid passes very valuable because it allows you to battle and catch rare, possibly legendary Pokemon from the comfort of your own home. However, most people, especially returning and new players, are unaware that it significantly weakens your Pokemon in battle. Now, since this is the case, you need to be careful that you don't overestimate yourself when using remote raid pass. It is pretty difficult to beat a 4 or 5 star raid by yourself, but it is nearly impossible if you are doing it by yourself with a remote raid pass, even if all your Pokemon are super effective on the Pokemon you are trying to catch. If you are using a remote raid pass, it is still going to weaken them to the point where you are going to need another friend or two. So I would suggest bringing some friends because otherwise your Pokemon are just going to be too weak. And you will end up wasting a valuable remote raid pass, and you just won't catch that legendary Pokemon. So just make sure you're really careful when you're using those, and get some friends together at your house so you guys can be safe and catch legendary Pokemon. All right, fellas, that's going to do it. Those are my top 10 favorite tips for players returning to Pokemon Go. Thank you for watching the whole video if you are still here. I'm glad to be back to making videos for you guys. So click that subscribe button one more time for me because more videos are on the way. Thanks, guys. It's been Sneak Jarl, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.